I want to say welcome again everybody, it's me Wushu Richard. In this video we're going to cover some of my very own fight combat strategies stemming from systems of martial arts that I've learned in my life. But I do so many kinds of different training that people just don't really, people don't train like that. I'm sure there's people out there in the world who do things like Tai Chi. There's people in the world who do like real hardcore Wing Chun, and these are systems that I love. But there's people out there who've got more knowledge in these systems, like Wing Chun for example, than me even, supposedly. But there's people out there also who do things like Muay Thai, kickboxing and MMA and karate, but they're just stuck in one way. I don't see good enough flows. Well, so from my perspective, I don't see like some of the flows that I do. I mean, we all do our unique different training, but for me it's like I know how I flow and blend different systems and methods together. And fair enough, we all have different knowledge and abilities from different arts that we may have learned in our life and our own ways of doing it. But for me, as I keep saying, it's not at all about just what you do. It's about how you flow with what you know, fair enough, but the natural flow should come out from the real training that you've done, in real training, and the reactions will be there if you're training real, with whoever you're training with. And if you don't train with people enough, you really need to do it. Start training more with people if you can. Being careful, it's better if you can find someone to train with, is all I'm saying, right? But I'm just saying, well, you can train by yourself, you know. The reason I'm saying that is because you need to feel the actual ability of what you're doing. You need to feel and work your reaction and your speed in blocking, or how to deal with someone who's bigger and tougher than you, grabbing onto you, things like that, trying to take you down or pull you around, push you around, trying to grab you, control you. You must need to know how to flow around. You need to be able to feel how to act. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to stand strong, or I'm going to do a few flashy kung fu moves. You need to know how to make it work. You need to be able to feel literally that this massive guy is getting flung the fuck out, excuse my language, that he's not going to be able to actually control. You've got to actually feel when and how you're controlling your movement, especially if it's like traditional martial arts that I'm talking about, and people think, oh shit. Anyway, what I'm going to do in this video, right, I only know what I do in certain systems, but I do my own training. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to cover a few of my useful ways that I train. But anyone who knows me from my videos in the past, you've seen a lot of the things I do. I'll be talking about crane blocking, animal styles, tiger 1 minute, Wing Chun the next minute, punching. I'll be doing it. I might go into boxing, but usually it's like all kung fu moves, I'm flowing. In my videos you see me doing all these flashy wushu moves, and I start going off on one, don't I? You know I do, and I start saying, oh, you go into the ball and you do this and all this, and then you go into the stance, and I explain how it would work. But a lot of people don't get the point exactly, and they're thinking it's all bullshit, right? And it's like, I think it's very hard for people to understand what I'm saying. Because a lot of people think I'm saying that somehow an art like Muay Thai, which is really strong and, you know, to the point, and MMA is fair enough, they think, how the fuck is it that I keep saying that I can do all this wushu flashy stuff and all this, you know, make all that work in a fight, you know, I'm living in a dream world, right? How the fuck is it going to work? Or then the mantis looking hands, they can't understand it. I think it looks funny that I'm watching too many kung fu books, but they can't understand what I'm talking about. But they can't, they ain't done the training, so they don't know. What I'm trying to say, okay, is, anyway, that's what they don't know. But what I'm saying, okay, is like, there's a time and a place for reality, and that time is all the fucking time. And you've got to train real deal, be real. Excuse my language in that, but I express myself freely, you know, guys. Yeah, go back to what I was saying, right? In a lot of my videos, then, let's take an example. In a lot of my martial art videos in the past, you've seen me clearly explain movements such as Wing Chun blocking and stuff, saying how to block, how to parry, and with the footwork and all that, how to take and cross out, crossing under the arm, take down, trap chopping, or it might be punching, you know, all that, and then arm blocks, or it might be like the crane, explaining how you can block out with the crane, white crane, coming and scooping you in, hit there, maybe do the back fist. But, you know, trying and pushing. But it's like, a lot of people don't understand the reality of real fighting. We're in hardcore, real fighting, and someone's coming at you and they're really grabbing onto you, and they want to manhandle you and really control you. You can't be messing around with it. So So if you really haven't trained your root in Kung Fu, like Wing Chun for example, or White Crane, like really doing the forms and that, or all the moves, you know, like if someone doesn't really grab me now, come with me. I can't just like do train per se and do it. It's got to be like, I've got to learn how to come in into a track, and to literally come in and intercept and push that and learn how to cover everything and really fight with it. It's not like people with the dream world. You know how to do different things. Like a good kickboxer will know how to punch and kick from different long ranges. You don't just throw your arms and legs all over the place, do you? It's something close range too. You have close range, leg work, foot, hand work. But in this video, I'm just going to cover a few things. What I'm going to cover in this video is a few basic guarding principles. Not all of it, but a few basic guarding principles. How I guard. I'm going to guard, basically, blocking, yeah, but not like parry, tapping and blocking, like, you know, and crossing and that. What we're talking in this video, what I'm talking about is how to like literally get a good guard. Because there's different kinds of guards. There's things like someone throwing a swing punch at you, or a hook, and you put your hand up covering that. You know, a lot of people do this hand on the ear there, or cupping, and they protect with their arms, or they put their elbow up in some way. A lot of people do that. I prefer things like blocking out, like in karate or kung fu, like blocking out really before it actually comes in to hit me in the fucking head first and foremost. There's many ways you can do it. White Crane there with the wing here, with the wrist kind of blocking against that, and then coming in. But a lot of people will say that's bullshit because they don't understand what it is again. Again, in ninjutsu, right? I know there's systems where people talk about blocking. That blocking with the actual back of the knuckles, is it? I don't know, I haven't had any formal training, but hitting actually punching onto like the nerve and things like that. And they even mention things like that for disarming weapons sometimes. They say things like you do the block with the knuckles against hitting against the wrist. It can also help to let the person drop a weapon or something like that. This is very clever training actually. But what I'm trying to say is, right, it doesn't always work in every situation, right? So, there's a lot of things to consider. Excuse me. Someone going to come push me to my body, someone comes to grab me, punch me, push me, my face or whatever, poke me in the eyes, grab my hair, whatever it is, something coming towards me in a straight line, maybe two hands, whatever it is, you've got the gauges, haven't you? You've got the low, middle, high, whatever, where this is coming along in your line, in the centre. And even if you turn on the side slightly here, that thing's coming at you directly. It's not going over there, it's coming straight at me here, right? So it's right here, so I need to know how to block with my hands, right? The basic thing we always say is, about basic blocking is, you want to make sure, even if they come at you with a kick, whatever it is, the danger, the thing that's coming straight to you, you want to make sure you're off the line of fire. It don't matter if it's a gun, a bow and arrow, a katana sword coming straight at you, whatever it is, right? Something coming at you, a car going to run you over, move to the side, obviously. You don't want to go one way and leave your leg hanging out, or your arm hanging out, you know, it comes, you want to make sure that you take everything, because that's why you see boxers moving around so close, you still saying they bring their legs with them. They see one side step that way and their foot comes with it, both feet. They go one step in that direction with that foot, the other foot follows. So when this goes that way, my head goes out, my arm goes out, everything goes over there. When my left foot, if I go that way and I step to the side, my right foot's got to follow. If I go to the other side, that's got to follow. Everything's got to be together. When I'm turning around, see, turning facing your opponents and moving around the room, you know, I've got to make sure, you know, so you see boxing doing that, right? I know what I'm talking about, I'm not fucking around when I say kung fu and that, people don't understand. So then there is something here in front of me, you know, my opponent, keep my eyes on him, but I don't want to go this way and leave my arm out there, you know what I mean? I want to make it like flashy kung fu, people don't understand, so I'll be there and I'll keep close, slipping a jab or whatever it's going to be, blocking, but you've got to know how to make it work for you with boxing. I'm just doing a bit of boxing kind of movements here in Muay Thai, just to give you the idea to flow with what you probably do, a lot of people have it. For me, I would be very free-handed, I'll be doing kung fu as well, I'll be doing that, understanding part of what Wing Chun, Tai Chi, I'll be flowing all in with boxing, whatever I'm doing, I'm trying to say, with karate, whatever, I'll be ready to flow it very naturally. But you've got to know how to work bigger movements to smaller movements. But coming in close, we're talking about close range combat, we're talking about very good guarding. There's different kinds of guarding you can do. Not gardening, guarding. Right, so basically, seeing as we work from the legs, we stand on our legs, right, in a stance. From the root up, from the legs to the upper body, right? What we're going to look at in this, we're going to look at the legs first here. Seeing as that's the case, we're going to do the legs first. Why not, okay? So footwork, you probably know the deal, right? You're bending your legs like that, your feet You bend your knees like that, right? When you step to the right, you bring your left foot there, right? I mean, the basic fighting style, you just bend your knees, then one step back, a bit of a space between, bend your knees, try to keep a bit tucked in, your wings up are very tucked in like that, but like, guard in there, so when you turn, your waist is turning, so you might turn on your heel sometimes, it's like, you turn, you want to make sure that the knee is guarding against the centre there, guarding. So it's like wing chun, when your wing chun starts like that, which is like that, you bring your hand up, to beside your chest there, and your elbow tucked in, and you go 1, 2, and you sink your knees tucked in. But the form, we've been trained the form, but when you're natural, you're just naturally moving around like boxing, you know what I'm saying? But also when you turn, you guard, so if you want to step in and step back, or forward, you make sure that your legs ain't so open so they kick you in the groin. We have these big stances in Kung Fu and Karate for different reasons how we use them. But the basic thing is, okay, for this like tutorial kind of video here, we're saying there's different ways you can move. If I'm standing here, basically just standing here, right, usually when I bend your legs, get a bit of a balance, bend slightly. But what I'm trying to say is that I want to go that way, I step there and I bring this foot with me. If I take a small step, then I take a natural small step with that way. If I take a big stride, I bring this foot across a big stride. Don't step this way, try to fight, and you go that way. Make sure you bring it all in together. See, my arm follows, everything follows. So I'm trying to say, yes, everything's following me. Everything, apart from the opponent. You try to bring him in and knock him out. I'm just saying, like, basically though, I'm just saying, the thing is, like, you've got to move naturally. So, you know, the basic fighting stance, I turn, see him, I bring my hands out, close the guard, you can't see too clearly, but straight back the camera and what you hear, okay? So, my 2 legs is a line between them, there should be a move that slightly across. I can change my basic boxing, you see, and you notice how my foot's there, my foot isn't turned out like that. My foot's turned in slightly. Yeah, everything's in slightly, so that actually bring it in, you imagine your hips, your shoulders, you can imagine the line here, and when you step out, see, it's not like I step like that, out, see, like that, it's like, I step in, see, my knees are slightly turning, my point basically is here, on 45, but I'm facing the front here. So my body might be on the side slightly when I'm doing boxing, I'm trying to say, yeah? The punch within my feet, and my legs are like that, you see? So I'll be there. And basically that's what you do. So if I'm here in a fighting stance, and I want to go forward, I bring the front foot forward, and then the back foot. If I want to go back, I bring the back foot and the front foot. You see? And the hands are up here guarding against the chin and the head, in the basic boxing, but usually I'll go a bit lower so you can see me here. But, you know, usually I'll be like the basic fighting stance with one hand out here, with one low, it might be open palms. I'll just be really natural about how I do it. If I want to block a swing, someone coming in, I might bring my hand out for a block, but you might be more comfortable to do MMA like that, keeping it in. I've got my own philosophies about that, that's why I do different kinds of training. Anyway, more cover over the actual cover of knees. I'll say that again, I'm going to cover now more about the actual cover of knees. The knees, when you cover and guard your centre, you don't need it outside of that, or straight to sort of kick your neck. Do that. When someone comes, if your leg's out there too and you start kicking, someone can kick that leg and bust that, or your nutsack. So when you're standing here, just for the lower, talk about the lower here, okay? Don't arch your back over too much all the time. Make sure you sit there, and wings towards the ceiling. You might arch a little bit naturally sometimes, but don't be so locked straight. But there, don't lean over though, so your body's like an L shape, because you end up falling over. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to go so low either, but you want to make sure you have more base and stability than your opponent. So do like squats and things with your legs. So do some squats, up and down exercises on your knees every day. Do a few of those to make your knees stronger. And try and stand with that and exercise your legs more. You know, think of different ways to do it. Anyway, your waist is very important. You're twisting your waist a lot in certain moves, be it throws, be it attacking strikes, putting the whole body in, and also the whole mechanics of when you're walking. Like I said, when you step back, that hip comes back, see? When that foot goes back, hip goes back. And so my shoulder now, I'm starting to do this. The range and the distance is different. You know what I'm saying? So you're walking different things. This is basically finding boxing. You get standing like on your toes and things like on your toes, see? But when you turn on that hip, you might turn in with your toe that up, and that will give you a longer range for a punch. So on here, see? It might be here, so I'm going, it's not a very good camera, but I'm just trying to show you the basic angle, right? I'm exaggerating it for the camera. But it's like for the angle, but it's like for you. But it's like, usually you might be flat-footed. Flat-footed is good for a solid stance. Solid stance, solid. Especially if someone's going to try and wrestle you down to the ground, you don't want to be up in your fucking tiptoes at all. Make sure you're strong. Now, things like for guarding too, fair enough, you've got things like low kicks, might be a side kick, all the basic kicks you might know, you know. You know, right? But what I'm trying to say is this video is not really about striking too much, or I'm not going to show you too many punches, kicks, you know, strikes as such. But the hands, the feet, you can do things like knees in close range, knee in the groin, or elbow strikes to the head, things like that. A lot of stuff you can do, pulls, pushes, locks, just stepping on the foot, right? Someone's standing behind you and they've got their legs spread open, kicking back up with the heel and foot into their groin, you know, the mule kick, we call that. Nothing to do, you know, different kinds of kicks, different kinds of hooking switch, but I'm not going to show you that in this video. I'm just showing you the basic, how I stand. For me, getting into a naturally deeper stance than my opponent comes so naturally to me, okay? So if someone's coming at me to attack me, I will naturally get ready to bend my knees. So even if I'm in a wide stance like that, and slightly wide, I'll still bend that knee, you see, further in front of me, or this one. I'll make sure, not that it's going to be a catch or easy to tread on, but I'll make sure I bring it in close if I can, to do like Wing Chun. It's like what I'll do is I'll be making sure that my legs are strong and my stance works. And I'm making sure I can feel my whole waist that I'm below into, and I'm able to be more based than my opponent. So I'm smaller and I'm able to chuck him over me easily when he's coming, he just falls straight through me basically. You can't grab me, I'm like this small little ball of fucking water or a pocket of air that you just can't catch on with. It's falling to the wayside. The wayside, yeah? I'm really going to say, I'm really, yeah? So basically, a very, very important thing like the knees with me, okay? When I do this with my knees, when I bring it in, and I bring my knees, you see how I'm doing that? On the side here, I bring my knee in, and my knee goes down low. Here. This is used like locking against their knees and things like that, or sinking like, excuse me, or like sinking behind the person's knee. I put my knee behind here and sink, see? Not lean, but like double, so like bring it in, push it. So I use my knee, I step in front of his knee to lock his knee up, my foot hooked behind his foot. I might step on his foot fair enough, but I don't think that's very good for my balance every time. Yeah, I might put my knee behind his knee from any angle, see? So I'm making sure that I'm putting when we're in very close range, so when someone's grabbing me. These are basics you learn in a lot of martial arts, right? Even things like stepping on the back of the knee, that's to make them lose their balance. But some people have got a very good strong stance, but like a lot of drunken pillock frogs don't have that, you know. So what I'm trying to say about is, when I'm doing that with my knees, or when I'm doing that and I'm bending my knees down, what I'm really doing is I've got a very good guard. You've got to have very good guard and reaction. So when someone's trying to kick you, or someone's coming up with a low kick, or their legs are in danger, there's a danger to you, make sure you're able to guard with that knee, and the thigh to an extent also, and hit the whole shin against the block. If they're just going to come in slow with a knee straight to your groin, you have to move, right? Use the leg there to block it, the whole knee. But it's like the hands also, fair enough, and intercept and move the side stepping and stuff. But what I'm trying to say is that what I do is I use my knee to lock against their knee, but it's also to crack against it and crack against their shin. So anything coming up, I just simply boom, boom, that, and crack my knee into their shin as it's coming up, so that that'll break anything that's coming. So if someone's gonna, another thing I do, which is a crafty thing, and it works better, but if someone's gonna kick, as they come out, before they reach their full moment of momentum power, I might step to the side to get off the line of fire, but I might also put my knee there. So my knee, the strongest part of my knee, goes into the weakest part of their shin and cracks it right there. Maybe even the ankle or the foot part, but I'll make sure it's that big strong moment that cracks. Don't wait for them to be full power, don't try to always try and meet it like that, because you might end up in trouble, but make sure that you block. Make sure as they're coming in to attack, make sure you block here, and you block against. Make sure you before it reaches its full momentum power, make sure you block with your knee as they're coming in. Your hands ready, watching above, ready to strike. It should be so natural to you. Just feel like I'm bringing my knee up there, but you block there, and that blocks onto the shin there when you do it. You're blocking, see? Blocking on as well. As they're coming in over there, the same thing. If someone's coming on straight into you in the front there, on the centre line, yeah. If someone's going to attack or if they're in the guard, if we're in if we're close up to you, I might use my knee there to guard against that. Don't leave that open, so you can bring your knee in there. See what I'm trying to say? If someone's coming in, yeah? Alright? This is my wife. If someone's coming in there, I'll make sure my knee's guarded. And really, sometimes you really can make that work. If someone's in very, very close, you might want to sink your knee just quickly there, and that will stop them as they're coming up. Or if they're kicking up there, you see, for example, I might use that. You can also use the front of your knee, okay? For example, if someone was going to kick me, front kick, I could step away from that and use my knee to kick the side of their ankle to bust their foot. But what I say is this kind of stuff is very accurate and very hard to actually do every time. So I'm not telling you to do that every time and saying it's going to work, okay? What I'm saying is what will definitely work is by keeping compact with your knees close to it, strongly, your thighs, the inside, the outside is strong, the knees together, and it's always a good lock, so you can always guard the centre, you can cover it up against their feet or anything, or behind there, trip them up, and you can always do the knee strike, fair enough, but what I'm trying to say is, using your knees here, the front part, to trap them up, guard against your centre, guard yourself, trap their shins and their knees up, maybe the front or the back or whatever, but also be able to intercept, strike, intercept, like when they're coming to kick, if I'm so close and someone throws a crafty kick, I quickly can feel that, I feel that sticky hands on me, I can feel my knee just comes down on it and cracks it before it comes up. You see what I'm trying to say? So that might sound absolutely bullshit to you. If you don't train the way I'm trained, if you don't understand what I'm saying, you will never know. So you've got such good football, you've got that wide kicking, all that wide stuff, you see what I'm saying? I'm coming here, I can feel that, and then when I'm moving, it's not just my feet moving, I can feel my knees. So if someone's on the side of me there on this side, someone coming out to kick me, I move here, I do that. You see what I'm doing? You see how my toes lifted out there? As this kick's coming out, I'm ready to do that. It's like Muay Thai almost, I'm ready to like, his foot is going to get smashed on my fucking knee. It's coming out, so that's it. You see what I'm saying? It's not like you just run in there, it's not like that, it's like, he's coming in, even by being very close range, I mean from here, the centre there, there's like one person, you might just sink there and guard. But you don't really want to guard, if you can crack something, if he can break himself on you, then it's good, right? It's good for you, it's good, right? So he cannot attack you again. But your hands, you must have your hands up for protection, don't forget. And when you're moving around, this hits you in the face, make sure your hands are guarded, but you use your knees very scientifically, your feet and everything, you know? And your feet have got to be moving. If you always go in a very low stance, excuse me, if you always go in a very low stance, like too low or too wide, then sometimes it's hard to lift your feet. So you have to be able to move around and work it, the high velocity, and move your footwork. This is very scientific. And I do this if I'm sparring. When I'm doing sparring with people, like the Wing Chun or the Tai Chi, I'll be using that. You know what I mean? Yeah? Now, we've covered that. The waist is very important, like I've said to you, okay? The waist, everything from the ankles, the knees, the thighs, you've got to strengthen, you know, and the waist and everything, okay? But what I'm going to say now is I'm going to show you the upper body techniques. I'm going to show you some upper body movement and show you some useful techniques. These movements I've just explained to you, okay, from the stepping and the guarding with the knees, are just some of the ways I move, some of the ways, and you won't have a damn effing clue what I'm saying if you don't practice the way at least of what I'm training. When someone's on the side of me here, someone's going to attack me here, someone's standing right beside me, I know how to bring my foot away. I know how to lock my knee against this. I know how to step on the foot. I know how to step round without them kicking into my groin. I know how to circle step away. I know how to put my knee against their shin. I know how to hook behind their foot slow. I know different things, giving the foot their side to I know how to, if someone's foot coming up here, I know how to block with that knee. Whether it's me just sinking in my stance and twisting it in place to protect my groin and to guard against their foot and all that, scientifically, because I really do it in my training. Or if it's like they're coming up to kick and then at that moment, I might even be ready to like block it over, it's like, immediately my knee comes up, it's in my shin, at the basis of my knee, the top of my shin and my knee, I don't have to block, it's like Muay Thai almost, but you sink from that leg there. So you see what I'm saying? And I guard with my knee, you've got to train at the same time, this side, that's someone coming in, stop. And it's like, what you do, rather than just parrying to the side, you literally meet it on the way they're just coming up, or coming at you, to go down on it and crack something. Because he's going to use power, you use your strong knee, strong bone, against his weak shin here, his shin or his foot here. So you just crack it, it's going to come out and just crack. So you might be on his ankle here, it depends on the angle, but you just literally, you stop it. You stop it, you meet it. And regardless of the impact of it, you just got to make sure you stop it. That's the most important thing, right? Stop it. And again, stop and then move in. Come in, look to a different angle, keep going forward, make sure you move in. But it's very, very small things, scientific things. You have to practice with someone and be careful. If you can train with somebody who's got shoes on, or if you could, with shoes on, or train with somebody who's got some pads on their legs, like shin pads, or something like that, that's good training to work on. If you've got like something like a tree or something, you can also train that. I used to train on trees in the winter time. You train your knees and knock against something, see? But you have to feel that. You have to get the feeling. You can't just talk about it. You have to feel how to catch it when it's coming in. It's catching in, see? You feel it. It's coming in. That's the legs, okay? But the waist is also very important because you need to know how to turn. How to move around, see? You know how to turn. The hands to move. But I'm just asking for you on the video here. Really, you're just very natural, see? You arch your back a little bit, good guard, see? As long as it comes behind you, it's no use. It just fucks you up, right? You just turn your around, it's too late, or it's going to attack you, see? It doesn't matter how beautiful you do your wushu, it doesn't matter. They just fucking kill you up from behind. So you have to make sure you've got control. If you're going to do a kick, though, you have to make sure you cover. You have to make sure, because you do that and kick your ass and kick your balls in. And kick your fucking balls in, and your other legs, so you have to make sure that you've got good control. It's better you just move away. It's better, see? As you move away, you keep your hands there, see, ready to go, or knee, or throw a kick out, and you turn away, and then come in, or knee. You've got to feel how to do it. Okay? Motherfucker, not you. Only joking, huh? Now I'm gonna go to have my dinner, okay? After my dinner, I'm going to show you the upper body, some upper body techniques, okay? If you're a professional, but you can't forget to eat your dinner, okay? You must eat, or you have no power in your body. In the next video, in the next clip, I'm going to show you some upper body movements, okay? Showing you how I would utilize some very, very good guard tactics from the upper body. And if you take it, take it for what it is, or just reject it, but I'm happy to share with people. I hope you enjoy, okay? Okay, I'm back. I had a good dinner, now we're going to be kicking some fucking ass. In this next clip though, really, okay, we're going to be talking literally about the upper body and the upper body techniques, okay? So, some upper body techniques, just some useful guarding techniques you can use, okay, in combat, fighting, martial arts, self-defense. As I say, in this video I'm not talking about all the usual stuff which I'll talk about, which is the stuff that people think is a load of bullshit and they don't understand how it works, because there's not enough people out there knowing about how to really deal with it, and how to use it. All the stuff that I usually do, all the flowing, like kung fu kind of moves, all this and all this, people that don't understand all that because they think that's bullshit, and that's why they make a big fucking mistake. Excuse my language, they don't understand how it works when you do real kung fu. You know how to make it work. But what I'm saying here, it's not exactly the move I just did there. I'm saying for someone executing that kind of flowing, that kind of motion, and how to use different kind of moves. They can't understand it because it's just in their own fucking planet. But in this video, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a few basic things that maybe people out there at least the fighter type guys are going to get the idea. But anyone out there, first what I'm going to show you is a few moves, okay? If you're standing there, the first thing you need to understand is your center line. In Wing Chun, okay, Yung Chun Chun, Wing Chun, we talk about the center line. But we're protecting your center. Basically though, you've also got the outside, the sides of your body, and also behind, but you don't want to put your back to it against anyone first and foremost. But basically you want to always make sure that you're facing your opponent, okay, or you're fighting them from the side, but are you able to turn, or you're able to defend yourself, defending from either side, or on the 45 degrees, or from the front, okay? You don't want to be like fighting from behind. You're behind on the 45 or behind on the straight. But you want to make sure that you've got a good strong stance where you're able to be light on your toes moving around, but at times you will need to bend those knees, as I say, to get a good base and a good guard with those knees, as I just mentioned. Okay? Before you end up talking about other stuff, such as like, kicks and all of that, okay? Just stretching my legs here, those are my kicks. Basically though, let's look at this, okay? I'm not going to show you all the moves under the sun here and all the different kind of kung fu blocking palms and all the useful stuff which people reject because they're so ignorant as fuck. Excuse my language, I'm saying a lot of people out there. But what I'm going to do is I will be showing you those kind of moves and useful kung fu techniques in other videos because it's what's dear to me and it works very, very well, and pity that people don't have a fucking clue about what it's all about. But yeah, what we're going to do now, okay, is show you a few things. For basic guard then, you've got to understand if you stand here, If you've got your arms folded, you can use that, not necessarily tucked in so, but there on the outside you can always put your hands, you can always cover yourself, right? You can put your hands up to protect your face, you can open your hands out, right? You can bring your hands, you can open, if someone's going to push you, you can put your hands up to protect. You can step to the side and up, push your hands away. Sometimes the basic idea, right? You can block down onto their hands and push them away. Someone's going to grab you, you can put your two hands up. But basically what we're talking about is having open palms to relax and strengthen, relax your palm and then strengthen the rest of the outside of the muscles on your arm and can strengthen them. Or clenching your fist, which sometimes can make it difficult in some angles, but it can also strengthen the forearm and strong as well. You've got to feel the different kind of strength and the connection with the fingers and the actual tendons. No one knows a fucking clue what I'm talking about now, but I really do. The tendons up into your arms and the actual pressure and the blood of actually when you close your hand and open it, you can feel that the blood, the different changes in your body. So you need to know how to actually utilise that. Same as if your shoulders are too stiff and that. So you need to know how to relax your shoulders and keep them low, but how to block. So anyway, we're standing here. On the sides, we can block against our sides too, right? Basically, if you've got a basic boxing style, like with your two hands up like that, fist protected in your face, with your palms in, I'm trying to say, yeah, don't end up with open finger and get your finger stuck in your own eye and someone hits you, sometimes it's like the same, when you have a fist move, relax, not clench too tight, but just your hands there, so when you do punches and things like that, you can always block on the sides, right? You've got your forearms to block. So on the side of your body, you can basically have your whole guard here, say, on the side of your two arms. Use your forearms as well as your hands, your palms, your fists, all that. Your fist, you can make that whole thing strong. You see from the side of my body here, or the whole side here, from the side I can see. If anyone goes to pickpocket me, I can just chop it up and block them with my hands here, you see. Anyone tries to touch my body from here, I can always block the whole thing. So I'm trying to say, I can always cover my body. It's the same as in front of me, you see. Your front, here, like you see in karate almost. You see what I'm trying to say? It's like, you don't know how to say that, yeah? Folded arms, whatever, coming down, pushing out, you see, open that, push out, see, so many things. So what I'm trying to say is from the side of your body, protecting here, protecting your head, bringing those hands up. You might do a basic, like an MMA kind of style, where you put your hand touching your ear, whatever, cupping to protect the ear, elbows here, things like that. I don't really like that, I like to block, keep my hand, and you say, well no, because someone hits you and the power coming, you slap yourself in the face. You train yourself for things like that. You train to block that and stop that attack, that's why it's a block. I'm not one for believing in that. I love boxing, don't get me wrong, I love for the art, so not for the sport, but boxing and Muay Thai and all of that, I think it's great for the defence, as in like close quarter, like close covering up and boxing. I think it's good, taking the blow, but what I'm trying to say is you don't really want to take the punishment all the time. So I'm punishing you, punching your arms. You're blocking your head, fair enough, but you're taking the blow and then you come in. It might be solid and you might see, Scott Atkins or Michael J. White did it in a movie and you might think it's great. But in all reality, real Kung Fu teaches you not to be a dick and to put yourself in danger. So real Kung Fu is teaching you to block it and be accurate as well. I'm not saying always be so exaggerated, but block it first before it comes and hits you. And stop it on the angle, make it a strong one, but what you're doing is you're cutting it before it hits that moment of the most speed, most fastest speed and impact coming in. You're making sure that you are cutting it just short by that bit. You don't want to reach out and open yourself up too much to attack, so you get something coming and hit you anyway. You have to bring your hand further back and it might be too late, you might get hit in the jaw. So you keep it fairly close, but it's like, boom, boom, just say boom, carrying low. In this video, we're not talking about those kind of parry blocks and all of those kind of things, all the Kung Fu stuff that I like, and all these useful. We're not talking about that in this video, okay? Because I'm just doing a different kind of video here for you. We're talking about close quarter range, guarding, and blocking, and against and different kinds of blocks and how you can use them in this kind of close guard, using a basic concept like the hands here, fists maybe, or palms. What you're doing is you're able to turn, right? You're able to guard with your hands here, so something like boxing here, guard, you've got your whole guard inside here, blocking against strikes, and you've got the things like I just said also, where people are hitting and you're literally taking the blows, but still useful. But what you want to really try and do is make sure that you divert and make sure that it slips, so the hand moves away, and then you're open to punch the guy. It's basically that's the same as Wing Chun, where you block him with a Wing Chun block it, or here and you punch it, that's the same thing. People don't understand. the ignorance of real martial arts. What was I say though? Boxing again, things like the elbow. Some of the elbows can be very destructive. Someone coming to hit you, okay? If someone's going to punch you, it's the same as we mentioned with the knees, using the knees to destroy someone's feet, or shins as they're coming up to try and destroy you in the game. So what you're doing is like the same thing. They might meet with their fist, with their weakest bows or their weakest point, you know, and you block with the elbows. The elbow's a very strong thing. Even from the front part is quite strong, but the point's really strong. You sometimes, so someone kind of hits your body, you might block in there, and whether it's hitting on the forearm or the elbow, but their fist might crack on your elbows, which is a very good thing. So if you learn to be accurate with that, someone comes to hit you in the guts here on the side. So I just mentioned to you on the side, whether you're in a fighting stance or you're just standing there here. But the side I'm saying, however you're standing here, see, you learn to bring your elbows in. Sometimes bring your elbows in. When you're guarding your face here with the hand, the elbows in here, the elbows here. You might literally just block it with the back of your arm, knock someone's hand away. You might come down, your forearm, stop it slightly, not too open here, baby. So say bringing that in, coming in, hitting uppercut in boxing. Or it might be like, I need your body shot, whatever it's going to be, uppercut, head, elbow, and that. What I'm trying to say there is like, arms blocking, palms in the ear. When they come in here, the elbow's there, you can block, you might just tap your block your way. But what I'm trying to say is someone will be trying to strike your ribs with a good strong rib shot. You might not have the ability, you might not have the space or timing to literally move out of the way in time. And you stand strong, your whole body's solidly rooted into that. Don't lock your shoulder too tight. Relax, but good strong, you boom. Your mind goes in and your elbow's in, you crack against his wrist or his actual fist, and you bust it against. All you need is a bit of impact in that short space. Just crack it, just bring it in, meet his fist at that time so you get used to it. You can do different training with this. When you're training with someone sparring, get someone to wear gloves, or get someone, literally gloves, boxing gloves if you can, or for training gloves, mitts, okay, or a pad, even just like a focus pad, something to wear, and let that person be hitting you, trying to hit you on the body, and every time you meet it with your elbow blocking, blocking with the elbows, someone kind of hits your body, the same thing, learn to block the elbow there, see? You can do things like hands, forearms, and all the things I usually talk to you about, but a lot of people are ignorant about that kind of stuff too. So what I'm trying to say is using your forearms to guard in there, the block is really good, but your elbows can sometimes, you can work it into guard against things like that. So I might be coming, I might carry that guy's fist onto my elbow there. So I'm trying to say I might come here, the guy higher slightly, or here, and the guy will crack his fist on it. So or it might be just the forearm itself, guard, someone can hit my head, I might block up here with my forearm, not punch myself in the face or palm it, you're controlling it to be solid, or you block it a bit further out to stop it before it comes in, that's my advice. If you want to do the classic MMA, which is touching your ear and all that shit, it's up to you, so alright, well done, fair enough, you're going to make sure you're blocking on the outside, the fist slips on that side, and your elbows point towards him, that means you can go into his jaw. If you know something like karate or ninjutsu, it works much better, or Muay Thai, if you know how to work it, it means that you can block and literally come in. But it's not going to have much, you're not going to have much time to literally go one, back and out. I'm just saying, you get the idea, see? But you don't have to circle. If you look like Kung Fu, so people don't understand because they're so ignorant. So fucking ignorant, excuse my language. Right? What I'm trying to say is fucking so dumb. You can really improve you if you do Kung Fu. What I'm trying to say is, right, from real to different, what I'm trying to say is the circling, see, things like that. You don't just come on, man, put your jokes there. It's not, it's like, we're understanding. You know what I'm trying to say? We understand how to do it. I was going to say, we're not being ignorant of this. When we come in, boxing, see, we're coming in, and we learn. So when someone's coming down, block that, so tap, boom, 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 and then snap those punches out. There's no sense of hook coming in. I can go for there, I can go back, this. My whole body's like looping. I can feel how to loop. I can cover that close there, come in, hook into the jaw, coming up, and cover that coming on the inside, palm in, see. And it all works. When you see that Wing Chun, for example, stick your hand, and you see Wing Chun people doing this. Stick your hand, you think it's over bullshit, you don't understand what's going on, but when you're in really close combat, you understand how to make it work. Grab that arm, bam, smack the head. What I'm trying to say right is it really works. What I'm trying to say is in close combat, when we're doing that, you block with your forearm, you kind of touch me here, I'll block that, see first. Hand, I've asked me real Kung Fu, I come with palm to the head where it's going to be, so you work punch. It's very, very useful. Knowing how to circle and things like that, and knowing how to come here, see. On the side even, just here, see, cover my face. Rather than totally go one, jab, or just punch and come in, I can do that, and at the same time my elbow's there, so it's slightly on the angle, see, I can come and block my body lower here, or I can come in, straight up into his jaw and crack his jaw, or here, And that is also guarding. My whole thing is just close. See this thing here, my two arms here are guarded, see? It's like almost so close, I can see through the middle. It's like, you know, not open wide enough so they can hit me, but it's like, you see what I'm saying? From here, I'm like blocked down here. Don't block down this hand like you're ready to punch, they punch me in the face. Like, you know, you're probably thinking like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you go there, it's like, that's why Wing Chun's great, just blocking punches. It's like, I'm trying to say, like, you're there. See that, see? I block on the inside, that cracks him up in the jaw. Well, block there, that's coming there. I might block, his fist comes from there, my hand's ready there protecting my body, see? I might get a shot in, I might be there. I'm not going to go exactly so perfect every time sliding under to do a snake and all this kung fu because people don't understand what I'm saying. I mean, it depends how you use it. And you'll be able to do that in something. What I'm trying to say is, a different grappling situation, but what I'm trying to say now is that the guy is there, and you'll be coming here, the elbow might be slightly under his, I might have to open the hand out first, I might have the elbow in, and then that's the elbow able to slip over. I might be coming in, I might be able to trap his arms under my arms here, or fist strike through face to guard the same thing. There's so much you can do if you understand Kung Fu. A lot of people will look at what I'm saying here and probably say, well, oh yeah, we do things like that in Krav Maga. It's fucking like exactly. They do in Krav Maga exactly. It's about being resourceful. I'm standing there, pick up a stone or something, crack over there. I know people talk about things like that. I'm just saying, I mean, Wing Chun, pushes you go with the flow, open up. Someone grabs the elbow, your hand comes out. Someone grabs that, your elbow comes in. Sometimes it's all very, very efficient if you know how to do it. Sometimes I hit my body, I block my hand, my face gets smashed in. Sometimes I hit my body, or I might be able to do it. Or sometimes I hit my body, I block my arms, my elbows in, my hands are still free, I'm still palming you in the face. Useful. One goes on the side and hit there. See? That's real Kung Fu. But people don't understand it, they want to reject this because they don't fucking understand anything. Back lower elbows here, arms up there, different attacking methods that people don't fucking understand because they've not got the patience to do Kung Fu forms and things like that. You know what I'm trying to say? And all this because they think it's a little shit for karate. What I'm trying to say is, some people are saying, I'm not ranting, I'm just putting my message across to everybody. What I'm saying is basically you're standing there though, it's not like attitude, you don't have this kind of ego attitude when you're training, you have to be humble and you have to carry yourself. I'm just putting across these messages very seriously here, what I'm saying, but when you train, you're humble, when you in real life, you carry yourself humbly, you have to feel. What I'm trying to say though is like, right, you're here, and it's like, you stand there, and you're able to shoot in different methods like this, or elbows from different angles. You see what I'm trying to say, someone comes to hit my body, I'm just literally back that across, his fist coming in, see? I just use my elbow to just crack his wrist across there. You don't go a mile away, but when you come back, he's already hitting you in the face, you know what I'm saying? You've got to make it all work for you. Your hands will be out like that, cross it over, different position, wherever it's going to be. But this kind of training can work into your Muay Thai or your boxing, whatever you're doing with the Wing Chun kind of understanding, sometimes it all works. But my advice would be to totally do traditional martial arts. Put it, you know, you can apply a bit of boxing if you want to here, and that's what I want to do. Yeah, what I'm trying to say though is that these are just some methods for you. Now, we've talked about a bit of blocking, how to block, the whole arms and everything up here, the top, the side, the centre. We talked about a few things right there, opening up and that. We talked about that, you know. But now I'm talking about grappling and things. When someone's grabbing hold, you understand the meaning. Centre your weight, like I've already told you before. Bending your knees, like we already talked about. When someone comes to grab you, don't be standing up so straight like that, you know. Hold on 1 second. You know, we can do things like circle stepping, as I said before. Okay? Circle stepping is when literally something's coming at you. Let's say something's coming straight towards me now. You're going to attack me, push me or attack me with either one hand or two. If you're using, you know, your left hand and you're coming towards me now, I will try and move away so that your hand goes by, or cover as I'm doing that, so you'll cover like that. I wouldn't block this way and then the other hand, your right hand hits me. You see what I'm trying to say? If it's like two hands, it's the same two hands, you can go either way. But you want to make sure that when you block something, however you block, however you avoid, you want to make sure your whole body is off the line of fire. Don't let you leave your leg out there to be sweet with your arm. Make sure you move off the line of fire, and all of that thing that's a danger, all of that thing that is actually a danger, the opponent, all of it, you should treat it as one unit. Even if he's just using one hand to attack you, make sure you move away from the danger on the side it is, so that all of the other danger, be it the other arm and the other two legs of that guy, make sure everything passes you on that side. Don't block this hand and then the other hand's coming. Try not to. Try to move it on the side and cover. Centre line principle, but don't always move. What I'm trying to say is, it's very easy. You just, to do the circle step, something's coming here, I just bring my, let's say one foot this side where it says step back across. You see I'm doing that. I'm covering my face and my body, I'm doing, see? On the other side, simple as this. You just turn back across, and then you go. But if it's standing there still though, solid, you know, if you think something, you can take a step back sometimes to make sure you've got some solidity. Someone might come and catch you by surprise and take you back down on the floor if you haven't got that balance. Stability, but don't be leaning over, you lose your balance. Make sure you balance down so they touch you. We learn people don't understand, but you just solidify, very strong. So when someone's coming at you and trying to grab you, if the person's already grabbed you, let's say if someone tries to push you, someone tries to push you with one hand on your body, or grab you, so you go with the flow, you close up that and just smash him through the open areas and crack him. If you know anything about Wing Chun, great. If you know anything about Muay Thai, great. Try to say. Because boxing, great. Karate, great. But what I'm trying to say is if you're here, yeah, and someone's trying to pull you or push you, let's say, right, so I'm trying to say, if they pull you and they're holding on to you, just go with the flow, right? Like do it Aikido style. When someone's pulling you, go with the flow of their arm, flow it away, fill their space up as they're going, and just fill them up and literally drown them basically with the actual method I'm saying, and the actual skill. By overpowering and smothering them, and then going into the open areas and delivering blows that are so devastating. If someone's coming at you, really devastating. So if someone's coming at you and they're pushing you, the same thing, you don't need to move a step. Someone's holding me here and they're walking me back. I can just step back and walk away, they'll follow me forever. Slap him in the head and do whatever the fuck I want, kick him, bust him. But you don't want to make it so he's aware what he's going to do when he hits you first. And he kicks you, knees you in the groin, you didn't expect it, and now you're in trouble. He starts pulling you by your ears and ripping your hair out. Make sure that you can control. So basically, when someone's arm is fully outstretched, there's a chance for you to get into a lock. When someone's body's leaning over, there's a chance for you to pull them over, or throw them over, or push them back, because you've got to feel where their balance is going, where their legs are, and their whole down so they can't hit you with their feet, their hands, wherever it's going to be. That's how you learn your balance. And that's why we're able to train all these different styles, what I just explained to you, and how you balance your knees, how you position yourself, don't get your back be open to attack, and everything. So when someone's going to push you, from the centre line of your body, from head to centre, let's say, start pushing, I just turn, see, sink my weight, don't just lean back, fall back. I might fall back if they're really strong and fast. You sink and let the whole thing go right, it just goes, pushes straight through. You're like an open door, they just fall through that door as they push you open. The other side's the same thing. If it's low, it's low. If it's high, it's high. You just ride their hand up there, you just cover it up, you with an uppercut in the fucking jaw, knees, elbows straight in, straight to head, whatever's going to be, punching to the gut. Whatever you push that in, knee and push them out, whatever's going to be. You just, whatever's coming in that arm, you just move that fucking arm away. If they grab my shoulder with either hand, all I need to do is turn away from the line before I come in, see, cover here, you know Wing Chun, you know what I'm talking about. I was saying, come in, see, I can catch the arm there between my arms, bring that down, smash his head, because he comes to push me, I might step back and pull him in. So he's falling over, I can knee him in the balls, kick him in the balls, knee in the face, kick in the face, pull his head, come in, drag him, pull him down, get him into some kind of finger lock, hand lock, whatever it's going to be. There's so many techniques you can do. Punching the fucking head as he's falling down, really give a knockout blow. Elbow straight with the fucking head, smashing the teeth. Over there, smacking him, really jumping up, fucking kicking the knee. As he's coming to push me with two hands even, I step back, literally a big step, let him go flying, whip him over into it, and kick him up in the face. So easy as that, with shoes on the floor. So what I say, yeah? And then as you've done that, you go straight in again and pummel with the strikes. But martial arts teaches you to be humble, not try to hurt people. It's like, if I push you, I can take a step back. I might literally, as I'm taking a step back, to literally get his head and pull him down and smash him so he comes through again. But to literally ram his head into a piece of shit or something, or the street, concrete. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying I'll do that. You might literally just take a step back and push him. You might be some drunk guy or some idiot. You just push him into some rubbish or something and just run away. I'm saying for the defence of yourself, it's like for the defence you might need to make sure you might need to hurt you with a strike or something. Self-defense. So what I'm trying to say again though, you have to understand the balance of your body, so the balance and how you lean and out balance and how, forward or back. You mustn't know because you mustn't feel your centre. That's why Tai Chi is great. Well, anyone out there watching someone say that, roll, sorry. All the moves there, Wing Chun, it's very, very useful. I'm watching the camera here to see the live. I can't, most important thing is feeling, you've got to feel what you do. But what I'm saying is, sometimes to grab you, the best thing you can do is go with the flow, but don't follow them around for years and years. And coming in, you just be off the line of fire, you feel what it is, and then go straight in with your own strikes. Someone's going to push me, just parry that hand away with it, block it away, strike straight in, elbow straight in. Pushes me low, I don't need to step on my line, I just pull that, block that down, punch him in the head. I say block that down, grab him in the head, and push him off, mate, push him off. So he use that Tai Chi pushing hands, right? All this kind of stuff you see Tai Chi pushing hands, like pushing. When someone comes to grab you, you just literally turn it away, so there you go, whoop, they fall off balance, and you just literally whoop, his hand's there. But you don't follow his hand a mile away, or if he runs down the street, you run after him. You don't need to do that. If he pushes you, you move that away, push him back, or move that away, strike him, crack the fuck out, yeah? Or you're pushing in, guarding you, don't forget to guard your groin, by the way. Bring your knee in, as I said, and step in and keep your legs out, but don't let your knee in the groin kick you. Be aware of the whole picture. Training with people will help you to do that, rather than just guessing and playing around, I'm telling you. Someone's going to push you here, you slip to the side, see? Don't make it so that he goes there and your hand's on the outside. You might grab your hand. Make sure your hands are outside if you can of his hand here, so his hand's on that side. And his other hand's on the other side too, far away. Sometimes I say you hit him to the gut, if you're doing that, whole body in, to his rib body there, to the face of it, we crack it, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Things that can weaken him down so that you can then pull his elbow or push him over easier. Stepping on the foot, you can also knee him in the groin as he's coming in if you can do that, or kick him, step on the foot, kick him in the leg, they're very strong, knee him in there, it's better to do the body, upper body for upper body, lower body for lower body, you see? And then things putting power in and being fast and explosive and very, very unpredictable to the opponent. You've got to be so in there straight away and mean it. And then again, it's got to be like the knee must step to the side step as he's doing that, he's pushing, he goes flying through that way, you push you over. Or your knee you might put your foot out in front, he steps over your foot, you put your knee behind his knee and just sink that way as he's going, just sink that, lock that down, or bend your knee against his knee, just lock that out in front of it, or step on his foot. So many things to do. But he's coming at you. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you can watch it again or in slow motion on that. But if there's someone pushing, they're literally moving there. If someone's come or let him go flying through, or take a step back and turn with it, grab that arm and pull him back. But don't be playing around, what I'm trying to say though. Grab, let that go, don't need to wrestle with that really, do you? You now his head's open, you can do that, palm that. Wing Chun is great, you just grab you there, you open that up, you boom, palm straight in the face. One motion, but you think I'm just going, no, I'm not doing that, I'm saying he's coming at you. That's one up there, that's already directly pointed at him. Fist, whatever the fuck, palm, finger, you know what I'm saying, there. If he's going on there, it's the same thing. He comes with my body up, palm down the elbow can come straight to the fucking head. Rolling over like we're doing Wing Chun with the punch, Wing Chun punches, you block him with the arm and strike him with the fist, or the palm, or the chopping, all the elbows coming in, that's what we learn in Wing Chun, so it's like you can bring the elbows in here, or on the outside, you block that, someone comes here, I might catch his arm under my elbow, blocking here in tight range, strike to the face. How about you just whip it out, fucking knock him out, not just from a mile away, and you go straight in, fucking cracking. Well, I was thinking he's going to kill you otherwise, maybe. So you make sure you annihilate him, you know what I'm saying, he's going to grab your throat there, don't just go, and just fucking die. Just grab that, and you feel his elbows slightly up, just pull that up, you know, his elbow, grabbing you, his elbows like that, pull it out like that, actually. That's it, or into a lock there, or like, just move it away and then strike him. If his elbows like grabbing you, his elbows like that, then push that in, see? Someone grabs you here, if I say here, you feel his elbow slightly bend like this, push it in and start to the side, see? He'll be out of control from there. If he's like that open, his elbow is not on his centre, his elbow is slightly out, like to the side. You see his body here, and he's like that grabbing your knee, man. That's open there. You can just crack in there, you know what I'm trying to say? Well, open straight through the middle, like, straight in his fucking jaw, in the face, bang the fuck out, you know what I'm trying to say? Again, his elbow like they can come in there and open that up, bang the fuck in, smash onto the ear, and onto the jaw, you know what I'm trying to say, yeah? You block this, come straight in, go 1, 2, go boom, together, okay? 2 coming on the side, you're made to cover there on either side, opening up, closing up, down, down, left, right, whatever's going, up there, see down, boom, boom, see that kind up there, any way you can, elbow coming and block, wherever it comes in, you catch that down there, you bring that down there, you catch, here, elbow up any way, boom, boom, from the inside, crack into the jaw, boom, 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 see, boom, 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 And that's what you do, is cracking, okay? And it's very easy when you know how. Again, thing on top of the elbow, you might crack that across his arm, he might not be ready. On his shoulder, you go, boom. His head's moving one way, he tries to pull you, he says, come back here, man. He pulls you back, he says, I don't want to fight, you know, I don't want to fight you, please. Pull on the shoulder, he pulls you, come back here, man. As he pulls me back, I just go whack and crack that with the whole motion. So he smashes his own skull and jaw in with pulling this force straight into his fucking own face and smashing him. Okay? And I'm coming in, he pulls me back, and this elbow straight in, everywhere's coming, my whole hand is blocking against my fist. I've always got cover. I am like stone, whatever's coming in, I'm guarding and I'm smashing it, boom, 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 boom. A proper Muay Thai kind of way with the Wing Chun as well. Tai Chi and Aikido principle. Okay, so you come on the side here, I'm guarding up and hit low and hit up. But you don't just do flashy movements for the sake of it, you know, bullshit. People don't understand what the fuck it's about. But I can go into detail and explain that to you right now as intense I am. And at the same fucking time, people don't understand it. So when I talk about things like on my other videos, when I say things about like going in, doing Tai Chi ball, I have to say things like going in with the palms, going in with the forearms, and coming in and all this. You might not understand what I'm saying, see? That's all these kind of motions. People don't have a real clue what exactly I'm doing. They think it's like more bullshit. They can't understand. But I know exactly what the fuck I'm saying, because it does work. Someone's here, his power's pushing in, and he's going back that way. I can literally, this comes back, that comes in with a strike. You sometimes have boxing again, but sometimes something like that, something more relaxed. I know how to flow, you know what I'm saying? There's a flow, so you might learn double stick weapons or swords, you see what I'm saying? And when you learn all these motions, you start to understand what the fuck it's all about, the up, the down, the yin yang. The breathing, it's not a lot of bullshit, it's just snake and that. I'm going in this calming and that. I know exactly what I'm doing with the jaw and that, see? And on the side, might come here, crack him there. Might be a sly little sneaky thing you might do to surprise him. You know what I'm trying to say? You might catch there, you might smash his fist on your elbow. At the same time, don't worry too much about it, analyse it, because you might get knocked out in the process. You block, boom, you just feel, boom, 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 boom. But don't go reaching out or trying to grab him or pull him around or try to strike, because you can't do that. You can't think that you're the Kung Fu guy, you're the martial arts guy, so you can beat anybody. That's that ignorant, wrong mentality is foolish. The person is a tough guy, the person may want to kill you or hurt you. So you must feel. You have to feel and move realistically. Now feel with his motion and move. If you can get away anytime, get away. Don't be the hero. That's the hero. Be wise. The hero's not a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? The hero is the survivor. So what I'm saying is, right, that's the way we move. Okay? When you learn different things like palming in and different motions, it's different, but I can't explain because people are so damn fucking ignorant. Excuse my language, I'm not saying you, okay, my friends and bros out there. I'm saying people that are so ignorant they don't want to pay attention and they'll just put it down rather than understand. You know, these kind of techniques are very useful. Like Wing Chun's great, as I say, but it's all good, but if you understand something about Wing Chun, you'll understand much more. I do the traditional arts, as I say, mostly, and it works really well. So I'm coming in and and I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just on one level here, by the way, I'm just on the centre. But I'm just saying, I could go at different angles and stuff. Mantis again, you can't really go, Mantis, I'm a dickhead. Mantis, I'm a dickhead. I'm here, and I'm able to catch that, see? So I'm catching my wrist, I know how to catch that. I have to go with the flow, I have to use the power of the wrists against different positions to break small bones, when they're actually putting the whole weight into the wrong angle. Coming in, catching the knee on the side, catching, whipping, box into the face now. Pum, 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 so I can do different things there from there, see. Catching different things there, like how to circle, and how to use different joints, and how to use a straight line and everything. I know all different kinds of action from the waist. So when someone's grabbing me from behind me, I have to step back, I have to strike there, I have to throw over, I have to do different fighting manoeuvres, because it's like exercise, don't forget. A lot of wushu and kung fu, we're learning exercise, how to balance your body when you exercise. And when you know balance, why do you do that? For a fucking joke? For your health, yes, but not so you can lay there as a fucking slobbing tonsil, you know. It's so that you do it so you can be in very, very good health and balance in your real life, including self-defense or anything. So all this kind of stuff I'm doing, I'm fucking around with this here now. No, I'll be using that in a real fight. I'll be knowing how to do that. But it's not what people think you see. Like some big tough fuckers on the street and I'm going to come on in, kung fu man, and all this. I'm not going to do that. But when the guy is coming and grabbing onto it and all that, I'll definitely be doing that. I'll be doing that. I'll be literally doing that. Going straight in. I'll be going in there, I'm not coming to the point there, the point there. He's coming out, this coming whipping past his eyeball here. This finger straight directed to his eyeball, for example. Straight to the groin there, it's proper shouting straight to the fucking groin there. That's what I'm talking about. I'm turning my knees coming straight there. What's all this? Some kind of flashy kung fu? No, you have a fucking clue. Because the guy's coming with a lot of power here. This elbow straight across his temple there. I step across his foot there, this coming up their shoulder, cracked against his shoulder there, elbow straight to the jaw. Crack that. I know exactly what I'm talking about. This was whipping out someone's face there, didn't even imagine coming out there. And I step in, kick out of the boat, wherever it's going, I know exactly how that has got to penetrate and smash something and shatter a pinpoint point. I know exactly what I'm talking about. But people don't have a clue. It's not big muscly guy. Over me, man. I'm gonna take you down, see if you can handle me. All this shit, man. It's good, but they can't understand. And they start wrestling. And then understand a bit of leverage. I can feel your arms a bit strong here. I'm going to do all of leverage and show you my jiu-jitsu. It's not really that fluid. They can't be like fucking skinny fucking whooshy Richard like me. You can't be like flowing and still crash the fucking guy without using, you know what I mean? You can't, you know, so they can't, I'm not boasting to say they can't understand how to utilise different kind of energy. And different kind of, because it's not because they're something wrong with them, it's because people be ignorant towards traditional martial arts and say it's not useful. But it's like if you did some yoga, there's actually professional footballers and basketball players, is it LeBron or people out there now in basketball who are doing yoga, some kind of meditation and that. They're seeing some good in it. You know what I'm trying to say? There's good in it. So, but martial arts is the way. You guys should be doing some Tai Chi, you should be doing some real Shaolin, you should be doing some real Kung Fu in your life. You know what I'm saying? That will fucking help people out. They don't fucking understand. I'm not gonna go, okay? I'm not gonna go, okay? No, anyone watching this, I'm not gonna go, okay? Don't take it the wrong way. It's not as I'm saying that these are useful enough points that people will never get the actual fullness of if they just keep sticking to their one-minded way of thinking. Anyway though, the guards again, someone comes from behind touching me there, I'm going to smash that into his face to do that. Yeah. He's into some basics showing you the close quarters up, because they don't like all this flashy stuff, they think it's all bullshit, they can't understand it. But, yeah. In China they say if you sneeze somebody's missing you apparently, I don't know anyway. You'll be lucky, I don't know. Probably got the wrong channel, you know. But I'm just saying that, you know. You're standing here and it's like you go with the close quarters combat here, someone comes to grab my wrist, pulling me down, I just go with that flow. Not so that something hits me, I go with that flow until the point of where I can go in. So you've got to understand still real Kung Fu to do these kind of movements, and that's little flashy shit again, you're putting me down again people. So for example, it's got to be like, so what I'm saying, you can't really avoid it. Real Kung Fu is the best, they get Wing Chun again, so if you put this stuff down. How can I show you this real Kung Fu without doing it? Right? Still they won't know how to fight. Most guys understand, right? And I'm made of a fucking skilled MMA guy. I'm saying basically, right, here you go, standing here, right? Someone pushes that, see this can come straight in, the basic thing. You are standing in the sun to anyone, right? Just come in here, right? Come in your face from this. See, cover in your face from this. What's that karate? You want to take your kids to learn karate now, and cutters and all this. For the development of their self and coordination, you'd rather get them pit two kids against each other in MMA and say, tear his fucking eyes out. They're sort of fucking ignorant people. You know what I'm trying to say? Got the wrong idea, but this kind of thing will teach you to defend yourself. I see adults cheering on kids in violent fights. It's not good. Violence is nothing to be celebrated. And how dare motherfuckers destroy kids like that and put their mind, brainwash them into that violence. It's so wrong, right? Yeah, for the dickheads out there, so for the people that have to defend themselves against dickheads out there, a few more skills then. Okay, so, yeah, so we'll talk about this more anyway. Someone coming here on the side and block from there. I block out, this is still directed to their face. It's like karate almost. It's like they're looking at the strain. See, I go to punch him, I grab my elbow can still come in, there's Wing Chun again by the way. Bring that down, that comes straight to the face by the way. Again, this hand's not here for show, it's to protect my face, he's going to poke my eyes out for fuck's sake. Here, see, this comes over there, trapping out, but not reaching out, because you can break my arm and hit me from below. So you can so slowly coming in, see, in Wing Chun. you've got to be so fluid cohesive. I'm not too high up arch to keep my balance. My arms up here, you can hit me here. It's got to be so relaxing. You know what I'm trying to say? So to the point. I'm looking in the fucking thing now, so I'm looking forward. I'm the same for you, see? Here. Don't turn too far and hit you. Always feel whatever's coming in close. I'm not reaching out either or doing some flashy move, coming through from a mile away, just to do it. What's the point? I'm saying there's a lot of kung fu films out there as well that exaggerate stuff. In this day and age, they're not doing it as good as they used to do when there was like real good kung fu films back in the day, and they would show more, at least flashy, but more to how it would be used. But nowadays, it's just they run up a wall, jump off, kick, flip, doing crazy moves, a lot of power, but it's like, oh, to be cool. Not like in Kempo when you see like fucking Larry Tatum or something back in the day. These moves look so cool, but you knew it was the real deal. Someone kind of grabbed my face, grabbed my head, pushed me under the headlock. I was blocking that there, so palming straight to his groin. I trapped his arm under there, took him over. I'm trying to say to him that the guy did a lot there, that's what the police people do. Step on the back of the shoulder, crack that. When you see Bruce Lee go roadblocks and you kick out, you feel the fucking impact of it. You see how it would work. It's not just you stand there and go, horror, and kung fu, and that's not the fucking point. People in a daydream, they don't understand what it's about. And then fucking put it down Shaolin, the real Shaolin monks as well. You know what I mean? They're going out there in the real life, and a lot of these guys are not even real to it. And they're doing all the forms and shows, and they're not even true to the fucking thing. And there's other people out there just calling themselves Sifu, Shifu, or whatever, and they're not the fucking people out there just. I don't call myself that, Shifu, Wushu Richard, Sifu, Wushu Richard. No fucking way, master. I'm a master of myself in my life. You've got to keep it humble. A master's humble and silent. These guys have got muscle. These guys believe in MMA. These guys believe in modern day fighting and development. Just like Bruce Lee did, fair enough, but you know what I'm saying? They believe that things change. They believe in you have to change with the times and not fucking go with the nature. That's a real pure martial art actually intended to fucking do, and that's why they were so good. Things can always get better. Yeah, we can all develop, but they're not getting better in this day and age. They're going from style to style. You've got fucking McDonald's 1 minute, and then you've got big Burger King next. We're not talking about Burger King. Right, I'm saying, right? We're talking about the real, hungry people. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, real deal. So, Aikido. Some of the moves in Aikido don't look that flashy when you see them alone. Like, what the fuck is the guy doing? He's like, he don't even have much anyway. So, but when you see the guy playing it in the real flow, you see how they're able to dissolve and work well. Real Aikido and real Tai Chi was supposed to be in the third nature and working from the feeling about what's coming at you, the force coming at you. So you'll be able to defend against what's coming at, with the flow of what needs to be done. It's not like just do a move, hot drunken for the sake of it, block and do it. It's like it's coming at me on this angle here, so I use my arms to protect my face, this one comes in. If it's slightly further away, it might be bigger. So if it's crossing, if it's pushing me in here, and he's pulling my arm up here, and you're doing that to me now, and you're pulling my arm up, and you're pulling this hand down, what can I do? I'm going to headbutt you? I'm going to kick you? I'll put my leg out when you strip me up. It's got to be as he's flowing, how do I do that? How do I step in? How do I stop that motion from happening? You just control my wrist. Can I use my elbow to cut up? See? Cut up. My shoulder, I turn my body in a certain way to corkscrew in. You know what the mechanics of it, the science with this flow of nature and giving out philosophy. I'm coming in again, right? It's like coming at you, it's like, I'm coming in, you're going with my elbows now or something trying to pull me away. How can I come over and palm to the head? I'm going to try to see them trying to go in. So I'm coming at you, see? How can I literally come over and literally come in and close up your space before that? You know what I'm trying to say? It's reality in real kung fu. People don't understand. Someone said, how can I utilize it? Would a normal person think of standing there like this? With power focusing on their centre, as a born baby, someone who's never fucking focused on martial arts in their life. Would you feel that? That, and then go in and then double elbow to the side, like, and wing turns to the side. It's not a normal strike, is it? Usually people just lash out and that. The two guys standing up here on the side, bam to the two jaws and knock them the fuck out. You know what I'm trying to say? They're trying to rob me. You know what I'm trying to say? Someone's going to grab my arm and say, oh, I'm going to follow you, am I? So I grab you first, turn away on the side of the line of fire, grab that, crack him in the fucking jaw, smash it in the head, so you don't do flexibility training. It's the same thing you want to have to kick. You know what I'm trying to say now? So to grab my arms, I just twist and circle across his two arms up, force him back, cross one, lock his own arms against his, elbow coming straight across your fucking jaw, You know, so I said, real, I'm not being an idiot, I'm saying, he's coming, where was going to be coming, we come to pull my arms, I circle him up, take a step back that you never imagined, kicking him in the forward. And as he comes forward, if his head's coming out, destroy that, as he's coming, gets that, strike that. If that's opened up there, if he's coming open out, he doesn't like the feeling of my circular motion confusing him, he's holding on to my wrist now. I was coming, and then I'm straight in and just fucking bust him from the middle. You know, I've not got a clue, grab me there, I grabbed your elbow, grab my elbow, grab your fucking elbow. I tried to smash in the fucking elbow, the thing like this, and so I say, you know, I don't know what it's all about, but I won't tell them I'm going to do it. I'll be a pussy little Richard here, standing, okay, yeah, and stand there, just crack his arm over there. So that's really always to strike and protect myself, see? You're like a monk, you know, being straight now. Like someone there, immediately smashed in the fucking teeth and knock you out. But don't give someone your arm and let them manhandle and twist it and break it. Don't stand there, be the tough guy, let someone punch you in the face and try and take you, you know what I'm saying? Be humble and learn things like martial arts forms. Just focus on it for what it is and train that comes through like amongst it. They're not thinking about killing anyone, but they're thinking about the energy and the balance. And you can feel a lot of power in the movements, the actual control for balance. And you learn a lot more about the movement. When you start using it, when someone comes at you, you can learn how to control, you know. So the only thing like Tai Chi and Wing Chun are very, very useful, what I'm trying to say. Ninjutsu, Aikido, Karate, Hapkido, Tempo. Yeah, Taekwondo, fair enough. It's all good, you know. But MMA and just MMA and fucking boxing. It's good. Boxing is good. Don't get me wrong. Kickboxing is good. Muay Thai is good. It's really good. Really good. But so just smashing them on the low kick, slicing them in, chopping the fucking. What I'm trying to say is, you know, boxing, MMA, Jiu-Jitsu. There's a lot of stuff out there, and also between the different traditional arts too. There are styles which are just. They're missing things from certain systems. I don't like this overall ego of a lot of people in MMA who just, not everyone, but there's a lot of them who just are letting true martial arts die. It's a very big, it's a golden thing. They're being ignorant to the knowledge that is there. And I'm saying this thing will really help anybody. If you know more about real martial arts and real kung fu, my goodness, okay? But there's people out there now who are going on talking about real kung fu and they're still calling themselves Sifu, whatever the fuck. And they're wearing a t-shirt, there's some young guys, big muscly guys in the gym and all this. Yeah, and I'm going to show you some ground game. I'll show you about your stand-up and TMA, whatever they call it. But there's people out there and self-defense tactics. You ever done self-defense tactics more before? Gelled up hair, really stylized hair, gelled up spiky. Oh yeah, you know. The other day I was having a beer with my friend. With a fucking shit, man. What the hell are you fucking talking about? You know, I'm going out for a drink and going down to the clubs. You fucking rob yourself off, motherfucker. What was I trying to say, right? You're going in and you're going around in a shirt and all this. No, I'm not trying to pick everybody out. You've got to think about you humbling yourself or not. Looking in the mirror every day. In the McDonald's. Oh yeah. I look good today, man. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to make a video, everybody, and I'm going to tell you about. I think that the problems in the world today, and you need to know how to run your business. Fuck that shit. Keep it humble. I'm living monk style right here. Humble. If you ain't been a prisoner before, you don't know what it's about. I'm not saying I've been a prisoner. I've been a prisoner in some context. I'll say that. Not of law, but I've been under some harsh conditions. I'll say that. And I've lived a life of fear as well. I'm just saying, right? There's people out there who rather keep being the bully for the rest of their life. And until you're the victim, you won't know what it means to do self-defense. Until you stop thinking about fighting and harming other people, you can never enhance yourself. That's what I'm saying, right? So this is reality over here. So, you know, the philosophy teaches you to be open-minded. Okay? So it's not about me raising my voice on this video or how many times I can say the word fuck. When I'm still the little same old skinny boy you've seen in this t-shirt. It doesn't make me bigger. It doesn't make me impose anything to you, it just gives you a fucking headache. What I'm trying to say is humbleness is what we need in this world now, peace. I believe it's through the ways of true kung fu and true peace and the knowledge of that. And no discrimination and no putting anyone down. I'm not being discriminative against MMA either, I'm just saying against the ignorance of it. I'm like, these big tough guys who want to prove themselves in this violent sport. It's just a sport for ego and competition for the ego of it all. So they can become rich, so they can become famous, so they can become fucking someone big and tough. That's why they do all those tattoos, baseball caps up, hood and bling bling and all this stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do. that means you're shit without anybody else. Unless all the other dickheads, all these other shallow human beings that will watch it and pay and say that you're great. If you don't have that, that means you're shit to yourself. I don't need all that, I've got nothing. All I've got is belief in myself, all I've got is my health here, in this fucking room right now. I'm a human being just like anyone else. And I feel the energy here, you know, and I feel it within me and the love for life. And it's what it's really about. I think anyone can understand how I make communication with anybody. The real martial arts, the self-defense though, definitely, avoid fights, keep away from it. But move in what way work very effective for you. At close range, when someone's coming at you to attack you, grabbing your neck, make sure you've got guard using your whole arm, your shoulder, your elbows, your forearms, your hands, your back, your lower back, your upper back, your waist, your breath in your nose, your mind, all that, your mind, your neck. Guarding, make sure you've got every angle of your shoulder, you can got everything here. Your knees, your legs, your thighs, your shins, your ankles, your feet. If you don't do a lot of Kung Fu training, let me tell you something. If you don't do a lot of Kung Fu training, karate and traditional martial arts, you won't have the same kind of exercise. Which was about what people do. Like, it's people in the MMA and all this are really tough. If I was to stand beside him, I look like a chicken, right? And I might not be able to beat them straight off in one fight. And it's like, if they knew and they were attacking me and stuff, it's like, it depends on the situation. What I'm trying to say, it doesn't make me invincible. What I'm trying to say is, it depends on that, on many different things, areas of the training. But what I'm trying to say is, there's people that are big and tough out there, and they're really in good physique. I mean, they've got stamina, flexibility, endurance, all that. Everything. They've got their game, they're fighting, they're standing up, their ground game, their workouts, it's all good. And they've got the physique as a motherfucker, and they're flexible too. And they move faster and stronger than so many people out there now. But they're slower and they're more fucking clumsy as fuck compared to the people back in the day. They've got no ability. I mean, so shallow, pitiful motherfucking pink bollock ability compared to the people back in the day who were doing real Kung Fu. I'm talking about the stuff that's inspired me, not exactly what I do. The stuff that's inspired the shit out of me. I'm not saying, why don't I do it and there's none. No, I'm not saying that. There's people out there who are doing better MMA, that's better than what I do in Kung Fu, who are the fucking work. But what I'm trying to say is, the reality, don't be ignorant to knowledge out there. So I would never be ignorant and say MMA or Jiu-Jitsu, let's say. It's not usually MMA world, it's like a piss take of the whole fucking of the arts that they actually originated from. But things have developed over the years in many different styles. And I'm just saying that I would never turn around and say the actual art of Muay Thai is shit. Or the art of Muay Thai or boxing or Jiu-Jitsu is shit. I wouldn't say that. Or the art of yoga is shit just because I don't do yoga. I wouldn't say that. Or it's like useless. There are benefits definitely in it. But there's a difference between this and that. I mean, with real traditional martial arts and Kung Fu and karate and things like that, Aikido, Ninjutsu, all these arts, they're really, really deep, useful arts. And especially the Kung Fu art, which influenced so many of today's, other martial arts of the world, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying a few things here. You learn some balance and learn some forms and different moves. You know, you can learn so much about your body and you can learn so much about fighting techniques too. But we're talking about health for one thing. You're not trying to find fights, but in a fight situation, definitely close the situation down as quick as possible. Okay? Don't be blind about it. Don't run into a fist or don't get yourself hurt. Try not to, because it's about anyway. But it's like, I'm just saying, right? Make sure that if someone's going to grab you, make sure you close it down. Don't block it in one way. Try and close them down. Make sure that they're not going to hurt you. And make sure chuck it away. Block against that. Strike if you have to. Do a good strike. But get away as soon as you can. I mean, if someone's trying to hit you, you can block and get away. But if there's no chance, if they might hit you again, you're in trouble. So if someone's really putting themselves up for balance and they're grabbing you, pushing at you, you might be able to step over and put your foot in a certain angle, you need to step on the foot or something, go on the knee or whatever, step behind and throw it. They might be drunk or whatever. I'm not saying take advantage, I'm not saying they're drunk. You might chuck them, be careful not to chuck them down a staircase. I'm not saying that, but you chuck them into a bag of rubbish or something, fair enough, a pile of clothes, the bed or whatever it might be, someone's trying to attack you. So if you need to strike better as they go in there, hold down, you might need to give another strike even just to shut them the fuck up. We're trying not to really hold that, do whatever necessary. Don't let the person come and really crash you with a glass door over your head. Because sometimes you might really need to defend yourself. The guy's got a plank or wood or a crowbar, and you're able, the guy's trying to push you, but you might be able to chuck him down with one and stop his momentum so that other thing doesn't swing at you. So do that, go off the angle of fire, and then chuck him down, hit over it, and then get the fuck away. So, closing in the gap, as quick as possible. But just then blocking in, but that elbow might slip in. There's no doing just blocking and then tip tapping with the elbow or puppet. You've got to be able to do the real thing. If he's grabbing onto you hard, you can like go with that flow, change his angle, then grab his elbow. That's what you learn in Wing Chun, I see. Then have to grab, he grabs my elbow, I grab his. Do it to some kind of control, push, get some power in your gripping and things like that, Go in the motions, learn about how to go with the flow, but strongly hold on when you need to, push back, pull back, use your whole body momentum when you do it, your whole body into it, but don't exaggerate too much or follow him too much. Just let him be off the angle, where he's coming, bam, turning you, but don't make it so big, movements and steps that you can see what's coming in, you take ages to come in and he hits you first. Make sure you're direct as possible. He's coming in, he's boom, so he comes straight in. Don't go 1, 2, just come in really as straight, tight in as possible, but whipping in, making sure you've got enough distance and power to get that whipping, cracking, snapping strike when you do it. Things like that, again, don't forget the feet. At the same time, you might not want to always knee or kick, you might step on the foot, put your knee behind his, tripping back, or get your foot hooked behind his foot, let's say arc around, hook behind his ankle, and just quickly sweep it off quickly. Or help it with your knees, tight against his, push him over your knee or over your leg, something. There might be something there, push him into a wall, bounce him into something, then push him off. Just human about it, be human and push. But keep your hands up for a guard always, don't just do something and forget about it. Keep your hands up ready, watching, he might come back to hit you again, to protect. Then you might throw in a powerful roundhouse when he's open to that, push him into the wall, then powerful roundhouse in Muay Thai, whatever the fuck it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? You might be pushing me there, I might turn my whole body up, I might even be ready, I might just come and grab my shoulders and my arms, all I do is turn. All I do is just turn like this whole solid route of it, I'll step back, he'll just go flying straight into the wall, he might smash his head into the wall, and say, oh, his arms might let go, he's still holding on to me anyway, I don't want to lean over and I'll fall with him, step in with him, and keep your whole body straight as possible, and not locked back by like straight balanced knees in, so that he's folded over and guiding wherever he's going, you see, that's why you see the tight movement, essentially floating in, so he's coming in pushing me, whatever, I'll move, I might go out, I might go with the flow wherever he's going in, I do that, push him back over my foot wherever it's going to be, or pull him around it, turn it as he's pushing me, I just turn with that, he slams into the wall, then I can punch him in the ribs, let go, elbow in, let's go, push across, grab his arm over his rib, you don't really want to smash his head into the wall, but things like that you could do, you don't want to go back of his head into the wall, smash that, across the fucking head there, so anything, knee in the groin, knee in the gut, where he's kind of smashing the rib cage, kind of uppercut as he's coming in, you do that, then uppercut, smash his head into the wall, come back and smash him in the face, with that, pull it back and smash him in the wall again, over there, you got a mini bit on back style, the motherfucker, he's kind of there, elbow cut up here, you might raise it up slightly, and then this elbow's here, then you might go, so now you can see the kung fu coming out, you see what I'm saying, the other Kempo shit, you're there, go, into the groin, see, or to the groin, it works, it comes out when you least expect it. You've got to find the flow of more different imagination moves and train with people carefully. You might literally swing the guy there, his head goes smashing the wall, and then you like punch him in the head around. So literally, so he's not moving around, like coming in, it's like boxing almost. It's like when the guy's going on you, if you learn how to open your hands and learn how to do different things on palms and different motions, and kung fu, so you learn how to control in different ways, and people don't have a fucking clue because they're ignorant. Thank you so much for watching. Train hard and stay safe. Martial arts forever, okay? Train hard and stay safe. This is Wushu Richard. Take care. Train hard. Have a good Halloween, okay, for Halloween. And you just take care of yourself, alright? Breath in your body and look for peace in your life, okay? Okay, it's not about doing all those violent things and such. You're not looking for violence. You don't want to hurt anyone. You want to exercise and try to avoid the worst, okay? Train hard and stay safe. Bow, yeah?